Hi everybody, welcome back. Your boys are back. Controllers of Katanas here with another episode. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Marty O'Cool here with Ian, aka Relic, and we've got more anime, more TV shows. So let's get cracking.
Got the
Straight away.
usual.
It's got to be Fire Force on it to start. Let's heat things up with Fire Force.
So he did there, mate. So he did there.
Right.
My first note for this was, never mind, Burns has been brainwashed. He's done, mate. He's done.
Yeah, like we was talking about last week, like is he a chance that he's like faking it? But he's done, mate. Like, if he is faking it, it's going a long way to prove. But no, I think he's done it. He's fully turned, hasn't he?
He's fully done, mate. He's fully done. But like this episode, it was a bit more of a build-up episode again, wasn't it? Like there was a lot of chit chat, a lot of stuff. We've got some great visuals this episode, obviously with Shimmer and Joker versus Burns, which I assume next episode we're going to see a lot more of that. So the next episode for this, honestly, might be one of the best episodes of Fire Force ever, mate. Like, Joker saying obviously they need to be careful, as if it goes on too long they won't win, and then like you sort of get an idea of like how powerful Burns is. But that part made me laugh because he said that and then they proceeded to stand there and just do nothing. So it's like, what are you doing, mate? Are you gonna do something or what?
Yeah, Joker like warns him. He's like, Burns goes through stages of the battle, and the longer we drag this out, the stronger he's going to get. And I think at the end of the episode, he reaches, I think it's stage 2. I think.
Yeah, he starts powering up like Super Saiyan, doesn't he, mate?
Yeah, maybe he's pushing into stage 3. So, yeah, like you say, next episode is going to be mad. There's going to be a big fight between Joker and Shinra. Well, sorry, Joker and Shinra teaming up against Burns.
Against Big Burns boy.
Big Burns. But I mean, we've always wanted it. We've always wanted this fight to happen, but not under these circumstances. Like we don't want Burns to get bad. He might die as well.
Yeah, they have made some moves. It weren't like a wasted episode. They've done a lot. So like they've obviously advanced to the prison. I can't help as well, but hope that Benny Maru is just going to roll up, mate.
Yeah.
Arthur's gone missing because he's fell off the back of the wagon.
That was funny. That like it was towards the start of the episode. Like driving through the tunnel, aren't they? And like Kiddo was like, "Don't stand up, don't stand up, or whatever. It's dangerous, or whatever." And then you see someone fall off. You're like, "Who's that?" And obviously you can't. And the character's like, "Arthur's not there. It must have been Arthur." And then the characters realize at the end of the episode that he's literally missing. He's like, "Where is he? Where is he?"
Oh no, must have fell off.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, he's being a rebel, isn't he? And he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm fine with you're doing what you want. We're on the rebel side now." And then he's like, "See, this is why I don't like it when people stand up on the back of the wagon, mate."
But
I'm excited to see where he appears.
Yeah, because they decided who to take point because Shimmer and obviously been captured. Shimmer's fighting Burns. And then they look around for Arthur. He's gone, mate. It's been clotheslined by the top of the tunnel.
It's proper funny.
So it's Tamaki who takes point with this one, doesn't it? Against the Destroyers, which is Gold's leading the Destroyers. Yeah. It was so that bit with Arthur was so funny.
Yeah. Overall, it was a good episode. I thought it was nice as well. There was a part where like Tamaki got like a small amount of screen time in like her own form and everything, with like minimal to no fan service. Like they actually took her a bit more serious this time, and it's nice. They should do that a bit more because I feel like she could be a good character as well. So it would be nice to see her obviously progress a little bit more through the show. But yeah, it's just I'm so excited to see where Arthur is just gonna pop up because he's just gonna roll up at some point, isn't he? Like,
Tell you what I did find annoying. You know, Gold, when she says like "ka-ching," mate, that drained me. That did. I was like, she kept saying that. I was like, "Will you shut up, mate?"
I'm gonna square your jaw. Swear to God. But
there
was another annoying thing in this episode. Literally 7 days prior, we watched the other episode, but there was a 2-minute recap at the start, and then the opening. So he lost like 3.5 minutes straight away. Robbed mate from the episode. I watched it 7 days ago. I don't need another recap, mate.
Obviously, the other people, the other companies are not sitting idle. Hibana's like researching about doppelgangers. That egghead guy comes back, mate. I've put in my notes. I hate that guy. I wish he dies or whatever. I just don't like him at all.
He used to get murked, doesn't he?
Almea's, she's like, she's trying to get that information, isn't she, from the evangelist. It's what I thought was happening, and it sounds like she's like literally, it's taking a drain on her body, in it. Like, it's literally
Yeah,
like
something's slowly murking her off, in it. Like she's really, really like struggling with something.
Yeah, because it says in the episode that she's gathering the collective unconscious. But I was like, what? I don't really know too much about that.
No.
It's that moon with the face, mate. That moon
That moon made me laugh, mate. I was like, what in the 90s tattoo is this moon, mate?
And obviously Charon, who was the protector of Almea, is literally like, can't bear to watch. He's like, oh, I hate this kind of thing.
He needs to be good, he does.
I do like Lick and Vulcan's like in the background on tech support, like trying to find weaknesses, because they're coming against the destroyers now, the rest of Company 8.
Yeah.
And they need to find a weakness on Gold, because Gold's literally got this massive gold like right arm, and it's giving off so much power. So they need to try and, I don't know, trying to find a weakness on that to try and, because that is her main weapon. If that's gone, then she's done. So they need to kind of figure out.
Gold's a soft material. Melt it, easy, done. Just melt it. That's all
I know
need to
it
do.
won't be that. But saying that,
Arthur needs to get there with his plasma sword. He'd be able to cut straight through that bad boy.
Yeah, true. I do like as well. Like, what was I going to say? Yeah, I completely forgot what I was going to say now. Oh yeah, the bit where Hinner would blast through the wall with that blunderbuss. That's like a nuke hit the walls. Like, blast the wall with that, mate.
He was like, I thought it was going to like pop up somewhere, like in a manhole cover or something, and it's just gone straight for a wall, bro.
Yeah, because didn't that Gold was saying to the other destroyers, like, yeah, it'd probably be this wall they come through, and it's like a massive wall with piss. And they're all like, "You're right, it was this wall."
So it actually was this wall. But yeah, overall a good episode. It's just all lead up into it. There's so much to build up from obviously the last season that I know it's gonna take a little bit of time. But next episode we should get some good fights started, I think.
When we see Obi change that like religious metal pole, I was like, "Oh no!"
Yeah, I know.
Oh no! What are you doing? Stop it! Stop it!
Don't do it to him.
He's our mate. Don't do it.
Bezzy, innit? Bezzy.
Another good show we've been watching, Windbreaker. Now, this episode, I've got tons of notes for it. Like, loads of notes.
See, this episode...
Mad amounts of notes. Even though it's not a lot of action, is there, in this episode?
No, it's this is more of like a chit-chat, world build. Well, it's like... It's an odd one with this show, because I absolutely love the show. But a lot of the time, you end an episode, and you genuinely don't know what's going to happen in the next episode. Like, there's no... It's not led up to anything, usually. But at the start of it, obviously, you get Notori, the Kill leader. You get to see, obviously, how manipulative he is. A bit about their backstory and that sort of stuff, which was interesting to see. He's essentially trapping and manipulating weak people to make them money into. Like, he's a nutter, which is how, obviously, like, Nagato ended up with them. But,
yeah, because I just want to, like, bring out the point straight away that Unamea, what a legend that character is. Mate.
I love him.
Such a nice bloke. Like,
such a G as well.
Into the episode a bit, yeah. Like, they go to him. Obviously, he's the leader of both Furies, so they've got to go and like explain the situation to him. Goes in, and Nagato's like, "Oh, all this. I've done all this." He's like, "That's fine, mate. Don't worry about it." And he's like, "Yeah, but I've. Is it Enzai, his mate? Is it Enzai?
I can't remember his name.
He was like, "Oh, but I used Bofiorin for personal gain." He's like, "Yeah, don't worry about it. You know, he's your friend. He's part of Bofiorin, so you know you did the right thing or whatever." And then he uses this illustration about the food, doesn't he? He's like, yeah, try this food, and he tries it, and it's like it tastes really good, and um, remember that taste because whenever you're down or whatever, whenever the world like whenever the world like the waves of the world hit you and stuff like that, and you feel like you can't face it, always remember that taste because you'll always have like friends and family around you, and you can feel that warmth, so never like feel alone, kind of thing. I thought that was pretty good because these people who say anime is just like, oh, it's just a kid's cartoon or whatever, mate, it's got really good points in it and life lessons as well.
Yeah, it's honestly great. It's like even before all that happens, like Sakura and his team obviously have that like emotional moment, and you really shows like his growth from the first season, from having like no friends at all to now, like in his character progression and how he's like, oh no, I'm really pissed off, I'm really angry, but he's not showing it. He's trying to obviously be a good leader and obviously be a good friend and those sort of things. And obviously it's just mixed in, like you say, with Umamea, the funny scenes where in the restaurant where he's having a few drinks with the owners was just random. Like it shows you but it shows you how respected he is by like his peers and like everyone around him and like the community. And they even bought obviously food in for them and like shows obviously how compassionate he is in the scene as well, like you're saying, what makes him a great leader. But yeah, it's just a very good like character building episode, isn't it? So like
And
yeah,
the episode's called Restart as well, so it could also apply to obviously restart for Nagato, but also a restart for Sakura because he's obviously had this wake up call kind of thing. I love the bit where like he was on about where they all have this like gathering of his classmates, and then I think it's, one of them puts his hand on his shoulder, and you see that kind of like aura come from it.
yeah.
It surrounds them all, so it's kind of like kind of stick together, and
So they're
you'll be fine.
bonding
Like
it.
so bond together, and you can really take on anything. But also the restart for Nagato, obviously, it's been for all this crap. It's all in the past now. Looking forward to looking to the future. Obviously, make better decisions, but obviously have your friends and your family around you to help you make the right decisions and to comfort you when you do make these other bad decisions. But very, very good episode.
Yeah, but it's like
Key
towards the end as
points.
well. Like Umame, obviously, it's nice seeing him again. He's a great character, but
Yeah.
it's seeing the bond with him and the obviously the guys grow a little bit as well. Like even he's knowing like Sakura's going to get stronger. Like it'd be nice to see where it leads. I'd like to know what's going to happen. Like we're going into this next episode again blind. I have no idea how it's going to go, mate.
I like a bit with Unimea as always. Like he sees like Sakura being mopey, doesn't he? He's like, "What's up with you?" And obviously Sakura tells him, and he goes, "You know what that is, don't you?" He's like, "What's that?" It's like, "Because you like him." And the Sakura's like, "What?" Like really embarrassed, and he stands up and he whacks his shin on the table, and then like Unimea laughs. He's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, that was pervert." I was like, so funny. But like we see
Because
this
you're mates.
change, we see this change with Sakura now because obviously he was brought up from a bad background,
Yeah.
always just been on his own. But now he's got all these friends around him, surrounded him. He's obviously changing inside, and he's feeling things inside, like he's feeling like warm feelings and stuff when he gets shown kindness and stuff. So we're seeing it slowly. He's slowly turning.
Just like his name, mate.
He's
He's
enjoying
blossoming,
life.
isn't he? He's blossoming, mate. He's
That's it.
blossoming.
That's it, mate. That's it. I tell you, you can eat like a beast as well, mate.
Oh, he's a monster, mate. Any character that he voices can just eat for days, bro. I swear to God.
But like he has that big banquet, and it's like when everyone's left, he's like, guys, like, oh, do you want some steak or whatever? The owner. He's like, steak, yeah.
It's just on
Literally
his
straight
own,
back.
mate. Like with his mate, isn't he? No.
But talking of, we don't know where the next episode is going to go. At the post-credit scene, did you watch that bit? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we see like a new character come
A
into
new
it.
geezer.
New guy, all tattooed up. He was kind of in Keel, like in the background, as it were. And obviously, he's seeing like Notorious obviously led Keel to obviously downfall with the massive beating they've just got. Then he leaves the warehouse, throws his jacket to the floor, and this is the new glimpse of a new enemy that both foreign will face. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what this guy can do. See his fighting style. See what tactics he'll use to try and take down the both for him. So yeah, but I'm loving this show so far. I'm loving it.
Oh, mate.
Even this episode,
I do. It's sick. It's so sick.
even this episode didn't have much fighting and stuff and action. It was just like you say, it was a world building, it was a team building one, and it kind of, I don't think we'll see Nagato much anymore going forward.
I think you might see him if he joins both. You're in. What made me laugh is they've got him out of this and he's just still wearing that hoodie. Like I'd have dashed that jacket straight away, mate. That killed you.
I'd have wiped my arse on that jacket, mate.
I'd have been wazzing on it, mate. I would.
Wipe my arse and throw in that guy's face, mate. But yeah, great episode.
Yeah, it's really good. But I like these sort of episodes because a lot of people are like, oh, it's all it is fighting, blah blah. There's no depth to it, but. And then when they have an episode like this, like, oh, where's all the fighting? But I like it. I like the fact that you get in depth with the characters. You get more of a bond with the characters. You get to like the characters a bit more, don't you? So it just adds to it for me. I enjoyed it. I really did.
But with this that Nagato guy, what I was on about earlier, I don't think we'll see much of him anymore. So his kind of story is concluded. It's kind of
his mini arc is done
ending. Yeah, his story's done now. So. Then we can move on. But it was a nice little story to end, how it ended and stuff. Because obviously, Sakura gets a thank you from the girl that hired Sakura to find Nagato. I can't remember her name.
I didn't take her name down.
And obviously, Sakura's taken back by that. Is like, oh, I've been thanked. Someone actually appreciates. Someone appreciates it, but. Yeah, great episode. If you're listening or viewing and you haven't seen this yet, get on it. It's so good, and you will not regret it.
No.
Yeah.
No. Lazarus.
Mate, watching so much good anime at the moment.
Lazarus is the last anime we've been talking about. Next week we're going to discuss Chainsaw Man, the first season as a whole. So come back for that and look forward to that because, it's just something else for us to talk about. But Lazarus is for me. This show feels like a basic detective show. Like it's a proper detective show, isn't it? One thing for me, mate, Skinner was literally sat on the floor in the homeless camp, pretending to be blind. How did they not notice him, mate? I swear to God, I'll send you pictures after this. He was fucking sat there, went up to her, and some guy was like, "Oh no, he's blind. He wasn't seeing anything." That was Skinner, mate. It's the same guy. If you look at a picture of Skinner and him, it's the exact same guy, mate. That was him. But,
the best part of this episode is when they're scouring through the internet trying to track Skinner and they see them two women.
On the beach.
With his head. I was like, what the hell? That really badly edited Photoshop. I was like, what on earth?
They've got a hacker basically to put his head on everyone, haven't they, on CCTV?
Yeah. He's got one of these world best hackers working with him to obviously try and hide his identity and stuff.
But it's funny. But obviously the hacker that on the Lazarus team knows she's one of the top 3 people that knows how to do that, or would be able to how to do that. So she's tracking down who the other one and trying to figure out where he is. But not an overly interesting episode. Not an overly boring episode at all. Don't get me wrong. It's proper. It was a very middle of the road. Some more action scenes in this. Again, some good animation. We've got some backstory on Doug, and it gives. I do like how what it's done. It's gives a chance for other characters that aren't Axel to have a bit of time in the spotlight. With Doug, his backstory was quite interesting. Obviously, how he knows the professor, that sort of stuff. Obviously, adds a little bit more to him and a little bit more depth to him as a character. What's your theory? Have you got anything? Because obviously they go to Istanbul, don't they? They go to Istanbul. They meet his mama or whatever, don't they?
His grandma.
I can't remember her name now. Fucking Blevin or something. I can't remember her name, mate. Some weird name, isn't she? Bianca or something.
She can do baklava, can't she?
Yeah. So they go to eat that, But so they found a pill down the cushion, didn't they?
That's the cure, yeah. I think.
I don't. I think the cure's
No.
got to do with that tulip plant that she has. That like she's got this like really rare tulip that Skinner gave her. Belinda, that was her name. I think it might be something to do with that. It seems too much of a coincidence to me, mate.
You know, I think I have got a theory actually, but I don't know if to say it because it might sound dumb, mate. To be honest.
What about if
But I
Skinner is
think-
Belinda, mate? Belinda's like Skinner in disguise, bro. Just making all that back clever.
I think Skinner might. This whole thing might be a hoax. Like everyone's gonna die.
Oh yeah, that's
but
one of my
it
things.
could be a hoax.
See,
Like,
the
it
reason
could be a
I thought
hoax.
that is because obviously he got pissed off with the United Nations or whatever, like when he was world government. I think that he's just winding people up.
Yeah, it's because he's a nice bloke, isn't he? Like, I think it's a massive hoax, and he's seen all that the chaos that's come from it. Like the world's in chaos, isn't it? People are like moaning. There's like riots and everything. I think he just did it. And one of the theories is I think he did it just to put the world in chaos as like a revenge kind of thing for him not listening to him, and
Like an FU.
yeah, pretty much. Just to I'm not bothered about the world now. I tried and told you about this, but you just didn't listen. So there you go. But I don't. That's one of the theories. I don't know if it's going to be.
Yeah, it could go anywhere. We don't know, do we? That's the thing. He might even just be dead. He might literally not even exist, and everyone's just going to get murked. Like,
But you did see him on the camera, didn't you? Looking at him, because Axel gets the camera and he's like, "Oh, I'm going to find you, or whatever. Remember his face or whatever." And then you see him on the other side of the camera, looking at him, laughing.
yeah, bro.
I reckon. I don't know. It might be a hoax, but
Yeah.
imagine that the whole. We go through the whole season that it's a hoax. Mate.
It'd just be a waste, though, wouldn't it? You'd feel like you just wasted your time. Like, why have I watched this? I do feel like they need to start picking the pace up soon. It's only day 26, but I'm pretty sure there's not 30 episodes, so you can't just do a day per episode. So the pace has got to pick up a little bit soon.
Yeah, it's an alright anime. It's not obviously the best.
It's just a bit of a slow burner, but it's not rubbish or anything. Don't get me wrong. We've watched plenty of worse things than this.
And we have another cool scene of Axel like fighting some like local robbers. Cool scenes, diving around again, fighting, dodging, punching. And I really like the action scenes. I do. I think.
The rooftop chase thing was pretty good.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the blonde one's name, but it's unusual. Like he fell through the roof. Like it was actually quite realistic. Where on an anime, he'd just be bombing around. It wouldn't matter, would it?
Yeah, it's Leland, isn't it? Leland,
yeah, that's him.
But he had one. He had the Turkish garb on, didn't he? Like the proper, getting proper into it, like proper tourist,
proper cosplaying, mate.
But yeah, I thought it was a good episode. Like, I'd love to see like some of our theories come true. That'd be funny. Like, yeah, I told you, didn't I? Like later on, but we'll see what happens. But we've got another couple of live action shows now, haven't we?
Yeah, we've got one's video game related, and the other one is Star Wars related. So, what do you want to do? Shall we do Andor first?
Yeah. So with Andor, 3 episodes a week.
Every Wednesday, they're releasing 3 episodes. I think, don't hold me to this, but I did see somewhere it's spanning over like 4 years. So like this season is going to be split into 4 weeks, and each week's going to be like a year, and then it's going to lead up to the Rogue One movie for you Star Wars fans, which is one of the only good newer movies in my opinion. It will lead up to that film essentially. So the first lot is like a year later. We've got this first lot of first 3, and then we should be another year later next week, and then another year later, and another year later, and it'll conclude. So we've only got 4 weeks of Andor. So even though there's 12 episodes, it's only going to be covered over 4 weeks. So we've got a pretty short amount of time for Andor, I must admit.
But yeah, it's so obviously with our schedule for this, it's gone out the window, hasn't it? Because we had it for a couple of a lot.
Yeah, we was hoping to have it for like 3 months, to be honest with you. Yeah. So we're a bit lost. We might end up picking up a random Korean show, which is it's quite new on Netflix. I'm not sure yet, but We'll figure it out. But for now, anyway, because all these episodes dropped yesterday when we're recording this, obviously we've been to work today, so we've mashed all 3 episodes the night before we're recording the podcast. So you're welcome, firstly, because it's a mammoth task, mate. I'm not even gonna lie. But the way I've set this up is different. I've not gone through episode for episode. I literally binge watched it all, and then I wrote my review of it. So
yeah, I've got certain points from episodes, but obviously, like you say, key points bringing out. Like straight away, like Cassian Endor getting in there, he steals that TIE Avenger fighter, and he can't fly, can he? It literally like it was so funny. Like he's like, right, I'm ready for this, and he literally like he reverses, he crashes all over the place, and he struggles to get the grips with it. He kind of gets a handle of it later on, but it was a good scene to start with. It's like a really funny action scene. Even the stormtroopers come in like, what the hell's going on here? And there's literally the shit flying around.
yeah, like that. When I watched that basically my entire first point from the show was because of that scene. Like, whether you like Star Wars shows or not, like I understand if you don't, because typical of Disney, most are pants. Like there is some good ones, but there is some not so good ones. Ahsoka is great, but it's not all great. There's like parts of them that aren't great, and we've got like Acolyte and stuff like that, obviously as well. But their sets, even on Acolyte, their sets are always great. The costumes are always fantastic. The visuals are always fantastic, and this Andor is probably one of the best Star Wars shows that we've had from Disney. It's probably one of the best Star Wars produced things that Disney have done. But the effects as well are great. Like the visuals of him at that scene where he's mashing up that TIE fighter, mate, smashing the anger to bits. Like he's awful at flying, but the blaster shots, like visually, it's really good to watch. And the only thing that annoys me about this is the fact I don't understand why they can't apply those same effects to Marvel shows. Like, why don't they use the same effects team? Like, instead of using dodgy CGI like they did in Daredevil, like the amount of work that's gone into these shows, this Andor, mate, it's amazing. Like, it's absolutely fantastic. Like it's so well set up and done. Just annoys me, mate. That's a plus for Andor, but I'm not like slagging Andor off because they've done it a good job. It's just annoying how the Disney can't do that for all of their projects. Like,
I think why I'm enjoying
mate.
Why I'm enjoying Andor more is because obviously this is the start of the Rebels. This is how it all ends up with like
Andor's
Luke Skywalker.
bang on, mate. It's so good. Yeah, it's so good.
We know where it's heading. It's just we got to go through 4 years of it. Like
we've got to get there, mate.
Through the timeline, yeah. So we're going to see, and obviously, is it Diego Luna who plays Andor? Is such a good actor.
Oh yeah, like the Cassian Andor stuff in this. All 3 of these episodes absolutely fantastic. I loved the idiot crew that he comes across and him, and obviously after just dealing with it till he had that chance to escape, and him failing at flying was obviously really funny. Like straight away heading up with that was great. It's nice to see that he's still fully committed to the rebellion as well. Like just seeing like he's definitely still here, boys. You know what I mean? Like he's on it. He's on it, mate.
And that TIE Fighter Avenger prototype thing where he flies, it's proper tank in it. Like
proper.
the amount of damage when he lands is ridiculous. Like if you remember, like some of the other Star Wars films, like if a TIE Fighter hits like a wall, gone, mate. But this one's like it's literally a point where it's literally like pinballing off these like two, like it's in like a canyon or whatever. It's literally like pinballing off these walls. Like, mate, that's a beast of a little ship there. But we find out where the friends are as well, don't we? They're in a place called Minaru, which is like a settlement that collects grain for the Empire. And then at a certain time, the Empire happens to do this like audit on the planet, like a routine check of things and seeing how the supply of grain flow is going. So we have these these Empire goons turn up, and obviously the thing that's like kind of scary here is like if they find out they're illegals, they'll be from Ferrex, which is where the rebellion was in the first season. So they're trying to like keep a low profile and just kind of get on with the jobs and hope they don't stick the nose too much into their affairs and stuff. So
Yeah,
yeah,
there's some sad scenes, mate. So like, for anyone that's not watched this yet, there will be heavy spoilers throughout of this.
yeah,
But like, there's a couple of characters in this as well. Like Krennic's back, evil git, mate, but I love him. Like Krennic's, he's sick. Even Dedra, like I'm really excited to see where things go with her. She is obviously a baddie, but I actually find her quite likable. And I think obviously the Gorman's plot was quite an in-depth look at obviously how things operate and things like that as well.
yeah.
Like
With the
there's so much in there that going off, mate. Like in these 3 episodes.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Like the meeting that Krennic has, it's that secret meeting,
Yeah,
like a high level. He's obviously saying like the Empire or the Emperor wants this, the fact this new unlimited energy source, Kalkite, on the planet of Gorman, where they're going to like, literally overmine it, the planet, so literally crack the planet in two. Obviously, going to take this by force, and to do this, the people who live there are not going to like that. So it's going to be literally like a massacre.
it's gonna be a war.
It's a massacre, and the Gorman massacre is literally like it's like a big story in like the Star Wars lore, like universe story, like lore. And obviously, the events of this massacre spark the events of like the larger rebellion. This is what kind of sets it all in motion. Because obviously, at the moment, there's that like rebels like here and there, like all dotted around. But this event of this massacre is going to cause everyone to like pretty much come together, like this large rebellion, because the actions that happen on that Gorman is literally eventually will lead to. It will literally lead to the Empire's downfall, and obviously Krennic mentions the Emperor wants this like unlimited power source because obviously he wants to use it for weapons, like later on for the Death Star, because Death Star takes so much power up. They need all this like unlimited power source now, so they can. Obviously, if it's like for dominance in it, like dominating the galaxy basically with weapons and stuff. One of my favourite parts in this was when that creepy lieutenant guy, he starts like trying to feel up Vix and gets hammered to the head, mate. Boom, boom.
Oh, mate, like the thing is, right?
I hate that guy. I hate that guy.
I've made a note of this. Like he's R.I.P. Brown Bread. Not even rest in peace. Just thank God. But like the fact that there was like an attempted rape scene is wild for a Star Wars. Like as grim as it is, it just sets Andor apart from like other projects. Like you just wouldn't get that in like other Star Wars projects. Like it's graphic, isn't it? Really, like it's a serious like subject and stuff. So like the fact that it's just in a Star Wars show is mad. Like I'm glad she murked him off as well.
Yeah, it's just like straight away when he came into the episode, I was like,
you
this
just
guy's
knew, didn't
so
you? Yeah,
creepy,
you just
man.
knew straight away something dodgy was going to happen with that nonce, mate. Proper weirdo
like
he was.
And she said she's got a husband or whatever, and he's literally continuously like, trying to be creepy. I was like, mate, please.
Get.
Right, I read something. I read something about this and I looked into it. In this episode, as well as season 1, in Luthen's shop, you do see Starkiller's outfit.
All right.
And I looked it up, and you do actually see it in the shop, which is like a massive Easter egg. And obviously, through these episodes, there's loads of little Easter eggs. So whoever's listening or watching, if it's like stuff we missed and like lore and Easter eggs that you enjoyed, do drop it in the comments and let us know, or even come in the Discord, chat to us, because we are interested in these things, aren't we? I'm interested in
and
like,
don't
Star Wars
batter us
lore.
if we miss stuff purely because this literally the 3 episodes come out the day before.
Yeah,
we do this, so we can only watch them the evening that they come out. So we've got to quite rush it in a sense, really, as well. So, but I mean,
we want to know about this lore. We want to know.
Of course,
you guys, and we know we've got fans now on YouTube and TikTok who love Star Wars. So we welcome you into the Discord and come chat to us, educate us on Star Wars.
Yeah, well, there's loads of stuff in this as well, like everything with the Mon Mothma. You've obviously got to appreciate what she's done for the rebellion and obviously the sacrifices she's made. The scenes of her just drinking herself silly, mate, at that wedding and just not It's just not what you typically see in a Star Wars either, like, and I absolutely love it. It does make it so genuine. The wedding, that entire the cinematography of it, the scene of it, you know, even when on the walk up those like mountain sort of areas, fantastic. Obviously through the first 3 episodes, all great. The music, although was like mad Star Wars rave, was quite fitting, especially with obviously the stuff that was happening with Mon at the time. It just added to the feel, obviously, of the entire wedding and stuff. And it's just seeing the lives of essentially what are normalish people in the universe is quite fascinating, isn't it? In a series, and in what is quite an infinite world that is Star Wars. Like, you don't really see that. You typically see main characters and stuff like that. And don't get me wrong, this is a lot to do with a rebellion, so they're quite pivotal characters, but it's a normal setting. They're not like Jedi, they're not like Sith, they're just ordinary people, really. But 2 major things, mate, happen in this episode. The first one, B2 Emo, mate. The little droid. What a sweetie of a droid, mate. Left behind. felt so, bit of that took me. But R.I.P. to a legend.
Yeah.
Brasso.
Brasso, yeah.
The way they did him, getting murked off, was great. And I don't mean that as in like, oh, I'm so happy he's dead, but like it seemed necessary. It didn't seem like it was just, oh, let's just murk him off just for like a wow factor for the show. Like, the way it was timed with Cassian obviously arriving, and it just shows again that there's so many stakes, and like nobody is safe. This like being part of the rebellion, it can get you killed. Like, it's no joke sort of thing. Like, and Brasso's a legend, mate. R.I.P. to Brasso. Yeah. Sad times, mate. Sad times. What a character.
And how he died as well. One of his allies literally sold him out to the Empire.
Oh, yeah, got that nonce, mate. Little shot man. I'd murk him off, mate. I would fully murk him off.
But in this wedding scene, a lot of stuff happens here because, like,
oh, mate, too much stuff on it.
Luthen's obviously backing the rebellion, and obviously he's like brilliant. He puts his persona on to obviously these higher ups, and he's literally like speaking to people from the Empire and getting like little bits of information from each person, obviously to use in future. But what is that? What's that in the screen? Oh, it's a fridge. But also with Luthen as well, like Mothma gets threatened by one of her friends, obviously trying to like it's basically like, I'm gonna blab unless you give me all this like money. At the end of the episode, you see Luthen's obviously sent the dude off with one of his people, so he's dead, mate. He's brown bread.
He's brown.
I think that's why Mothma's in this mad raving scene at the end, like going mental because she knows
mate. She knows he's brown as bro. She fully knows he's brown as.
But the scene when Andor comes in, the bit of a scene when Andor comes in and saves his friends, mate. That was quality. That was
timing, mate.
Yeah,
but it's like the fact that because those guys held him up and like captured him, if they didn't do that, Brasso would still be alive. But it's just showing the repercussions of what those people did. I know they was desperate on that planet because they had no food and stuff like that. It made me laugh as well on that planet where that monster thing just bombs at them, like on all fours, mate.
That planet is where the rebellion set camp, don't they? Later on, the big rebellion.
Yeah,
same. This is literally the same planet. I can't remember what it's called. It's like, is it Ferroc or something like that? Ferox? Maybe something like Ferroc. I don't know. But that's where the rebellion set home up and set base up there later on.
Overall, it was a bit of a slowish start, but big but. I remember when the first season came out, that was a slow burner as well for the first like 2-3 episodes. But like, it's not. I'm not saying that negatively. Like, I'm not saying it's bad because like the first episode, the second episode's better than the first episode, and the third episode's better than the second episode because there's just a constant story being told throughout. So you're getting pieced together and you're getting obviously filtered through all these different storylines, but in a way where it feels natural. Like I can't remember what it was we were watching. That that Amazon show we watched about the gladiators, not the Vikings, the gladiator show. Those
Yeah,
for those about to die, like that was introducing way too much too quickly, and there was no fluidity for it. But this, it just feels so organic and natural for the way it's flowing, and we know for a fact that the next few episodes they're just going to be bangers, and then the next episodes after that are going to be even better, and the next episodes after that are just going to be even better, mate. Like, and then what we might have to do is after we've watched these, we might have to do a Rogue One watch, and like we'll have to discuss Rogue One or something at the end of it.
Probably my best scene in Rogue One. I literally did a short of it the other day. The bit where Darth Vader comes and starts murking everyone
Big
off.
Darth starts battering.
When they get the it's the plans for the Death Star, isn't it? Like the weak point or whatever, and like the guys are running through them corridors, like quick, it's coming, and it's like chopping everyone up with a lightsaber. Oh, great. But yeah, first 3 episodes, like you say, a bit of a slower thing, but like it flowed really well. We had loads of Easter eggs, loads of lore that comes into it, and we've got a lot of stuff coming in the next couple of episodes, like big stuff, especially with that the Gorman massacre. That's going to be big. That is.
Also, mate, you look at this episode; it's like 54 minutes. Mate, there's like 8 minutes of credits every single episode. Like that's mad, isn't it? Because there's about 184 different languages in credits, bro. Like, so they're like you can shave like 7 minutes off of every episode, mate. You're all right.
Yeah.
But this next one, Last of Us episode 2. So season 2, episode 2.
Let's just start with the
big spoilers. Big spoilers here, right? So if you haven't watched this episode, we'll see you in the next episode. Like, just go now. 'Cause it's the last thing we're talking about.
Well, we've got something else after.
We got a little something Star Wars right after, but Joel's death, mate. And this is, I've not played the games, but I knew this happened anyway, because obviously the game's been out for ages and you see a lot of clips and spoilers and stuff. And this is I think this is where you've got up to, isn't it, in the game? Is that right?
Yeah, so Joel getting killed by Abby, that ruined me watching that in the game. I was literally like gobsmacked because
mad.
So people tend to think that the story's about Joel, but it's not. It's about Ellie. But Joel getting killed off literally ruined me in real life. And then watching it again on the show was hard. Like I was like, oh, man.
It was rough, wasn't it? Even, I said to Nat, I was like, I knew he died, but I didn't know how he died. And Nat was like, yeah. She was like, yeah, I did see something about that he dies, but she was like, I didn't think it was going to be like that. Like that is rough, mate. That was.
You didn't know he literally got battered with a golf club. You didn't know that,
mate. No, I didn't know how he died. I just knew he died. Mate. That's what I mean. For me, I was like.
That's what I mean. In the game, I was literally like, "What?" I think I stopped playing at that point.
I saw a thing like, I think it might have been yesterday actually, a side by side of the game and the show. And in my opinion, mate, they've done it so well. Like they've done it so good, haven't they, compared to what the game was? Like how, like similar it is together. Like, mate, shout out to the people running this show, mate, because. It's fucking... This episode, 10 out of 10 episode, mate. It was phenomenal, this episode was. Absolutely phenomenal. Firstly, as well, that cabin Abby and her team are in looks well good, mate. I'd love to stay there. I'd love to stay in that cabin. It'd be sick, wouldn't it?
That big window, mate. That big window.
It's so sick, mate. It'd be so sick, mate.
But yeah, this whole show is going to be about... It's going to be about. It's basically a circle of revenge in it. So Abby getting revenge for her father, and now Ellie's going to go on this warpath to get revenge for Joel.
Yeah, so like I've not played the game, so I have no idea. Like from that spoiler, that is the only thing I really knew that was going to happen. I don't know anything else. Obviously, from the first season, we know Ellie is immune to the virus, isn't she? So I don't know at the end of this, is she going to help make the cure? I don't know. I have no idea. So I'm so excited now to actually be watching it knowing I know nothing, if that makes sense. But on the point of Ellie, last week I mentioned, obviously, the way she looks and stuff doesn't bother me. I'm not bothered. And I tell you what, this week, it also doesn't bother me, purely because I think she's like a really unlikable character in general. Like, she genuinely pisses me off. Like, I'm going to pick the games up and play them at some point, just to obviously see how I feel then. But I think she's got like a really abrasive, like proper bratty personality, and I don't know, mate. I just don't like her. Like I don't think I like her as a character. And I
She's
don't know if
definitely
that's just a show thing or not. I don't know if it's like that in the game as well, but
that Dane is definitely out of her league, mate. I tell you that much.
oh mate, sort
she's
it out.
she's punching, mate. I tell you that, man.
But yeah, this
Um,
show though, mate, the locations are fantastic. The set's great. Abby, when she slid into those like frozen zombies, like I can't remember her name of the actress who's playing her. Shout out
yeah,
to her, mate. Fantastic job. She genuinely, firstly, she was freezing. Like she was actually freezing cold. And I've seen some set photos after that Pedro Pascal's posted, and they actually were cold. Like they're proper. They're going through it to make it as authentic as possible. And like the intelligence of the zombies in this one as well is crazy. Like it makes them honestly terrifying to think about. Obviously, in that world, like if those sort of zombies were real, you'd just be murked, mate. Like hiding under other zombies to insulate themselves, like because it's like a hive mind, isn't it? They are because it's like the fungus is controlling them. Hence why they knew about the camp, because obviously the pipe was broken and the hive mind fungus was in there, could tell you where they were. But the scene where she is running away and that fence collapses and she's stuck under that fence, she genuinely looked terrified in that scene. The actress did. Like she's doing such a good job, mate. Like she really is.
and like the showrunners, that's literally that scene is literally from the game. That whole scene where she's like the fence is collapsing.
Yeah, I've seen the side by side. It's
Great
like the fact that Joel saves her was like quite poetic, really. Like it's obviously it was never going to save him, but like it just shows you, because obviously we all know what happened. Everyone who's watched the first ones, like we know why she's after him. Because obviously her dad was about to murk off Ellie, wasn't he, for science, so he murked him off instead or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know if Abby knows. Like I don't think Abby knows why Joel killed all
why
the
he
people.
did it.
Like,
Yeah,
I think
she
she
thinks
just
he's
thinks
just doing it because they're fireflies. Like he was doing it to.
yeah, it's just
like
a murderer. It's just a mass murder.
Yeah, she thinks. That's
But
how
I think she'll
felt,
find out
like,
later.
yeah, and then regret it hopefully. But I don't know. But like you do understand why Abby did do it. But like Joel was within his rights to murk her dad off. Like in my opinion.
Yeah, but like from her perspective, like obviously.
Yeah, of course.
Show,
that's why I'm saying like you understand it.
Yeah, the showrunners want you to sympathise with Abby, and in the game, I've not played it. I've only played it to the point where Joel gets killed, but I think in the game they want you to sympathise the whole way through, and then at the end of the game you find out Abby's father was killed. That's why she killed Joel. Yeah. But in this, obviously, it's sped up the timeline.
Yeah, they've moved it a little bit.
But
one of the things in this, mate, just quickly before I let you go off on that, when they do ring that bell, so it's going to relate to what you was about to say, I think. How irresponsible is it of them to be having babies, mate? Do you not think? Yeah, like I'm not being funny, right? I don't care if you're in a settlement. You're struggling for food in general. You're constantly fearing for your lives. Like I understand they think they're in this like walled society settlement, but why are they going around making more babies, mate? Like you can understand if they was pregnant when the outbreak first happened, or they had really young kids and babies when the outbreak first happened, and obviously the kids are getting older. But when they've got newborn babies bombing around hiding in basements from zombies, mate, like you need to reevaluate. You're not a good parent. I'm sorry, like you're genuinely not a good parent, mate.
I mean, they probably tried to resist, but then like they have them dances, and like the guy's like sees a woman, is like, pretty good, you know.
Just put some on it, mate.
Next minute, babies are flying out. You know what I mean? Like,
it's got to be someone that knows how to give men the snip on site, mate. Do you know what I mean?
They just can't help themselves, can they? They're just weeding like rabbits, mate. But the horde attacking Jacksonville in this absolutely brilliant, mate.
Honestly, so sick, like, wasn't it?
Thousands and thousands of zombies.
It's like the White Walkers from Game of Thrones, mate, when they're attacking the wall, bro.
And like you were saying about the blizzard earlier, like I saw an interview with the guy who plays Tommy, of Joel's brother. Like he said, when they filmed that, they were literally in a blizzard.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You can see Pedro Pascal, he posted some behind the scenes footage, and like you say, they were genuinely freezing, mate. Like their faces were so red and stuff from the cold. Like fair play.
But like this whole action scene as well, and like obviously remember like from the first episode, like this town has been prepared for so long for this potential attack. It's been talked about for ages. So when the attack does happen, they've got shooters on the roof, they've got explosive barrels, high walls, and when the zombies eventually do break through the wall via the bloater, they kind of funnel the horde down the main street like a kill box. But the amount of people who died and who let the dogs out, mate? Because then dogs just started killing and murking all these zombies.
It was what's her face, wasn't it? It was Joel's brother's missus, wasn't it? She's a goat, mate. She is. She's bombed in with them. She's running through the streets to get to them dogs. She had a decent kill streak. She did, mate.
And if you ever watched True Blood, she's out of that. I think her name's Tara in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's straight from that. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I remember her. But Tommy killing that bloater, mate, with a flamethrower. Brilliant scene. Brilliant.
He didn't think he was going to do it, did he?
Yeah,
he thought he was done for, mate. He did.
Yeah, I thought someone was going to save him, but yeah, it literally it was enough. It was enough flame, enough heat to literally drop him. But,
yeah.
Was a really good scene.
But it's one of the worst parts for this. Obviously, that entire Joel thing was honestly like gobsmacking to me because he was in there like, oh, I'm gonna quick, let's wrap up, get a bit warmer, and then we'll go head back because all he's thinking about is obviously saving
family,
saving obviously the settlement and the town. And then when she goes, oh, and that's Joel, and that bloke's like, what? It gets gunned straight to him. I was like, oh no, mate, not now, not now, no, not now.
And we've got to remember, like before Dana gets put to sleep, she hears names. She finds out where they're from, like Seattle, and she's loads of information before she gets put to sleep.
Fireflies, she knows all that sort of stuff, doesn't
she? So she obviously later is going to tell Ellie about all this, and then obviously they're going to go off to Seattle to find out, to attack the main base or the main operation or the main army. But I love the bit where Joel knows he's going to die. Is that bit where Abby tells him why and why he's going to die, and literally Joel like kind of nods to her. He's like, yeah, this is it. And then at one point, it's like literally telling her, it's like she's gassing on. He's literally like, just do it already, get on with it, kind of thing.
Yeah, I can't remember exactly what he says, but he says like, shut the fuck up and just do it, or something, doesn't he?
Like,
shut the fuck up and just do it.
But Ellie gets there just in time to see Joel to
see it happen.
That was in the game, it literally ruined me. I was like, nah, man.
Yeah, the side by side. I think the only thing different is the wording. I think they changed the wording a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think Abby tells Joel in the game that she killed her father, because you find out later in the game. But it was literally like it's just like he just like thinks, oh, he killed all the fireflies, and obviously that's her friends or whatever, and then he leaves off, but it kills them
awesome, mate, awesome. One of the parts as well, obviously, them dragging Joel back via horse, heartbreaking. But when the town is just in tatters and it's going around and people are just showing the bites and just giving the guns and just waiting to be shot to death, mate. Like honestly, mate, like what a way to go. Like genuinely, just like it's proper heartbreaking. Yeah, it really, really is, mate. I was like, wow, like this is a powerful episode. This is powerful episode.
But yeah, it literally went like from 0 to 60, like in this episode. It's like people wanted zombies, moaning about zombies not enough in the first season, mate. You got 1,000 zombies right there and a bloater, mate. Oh, it's so good, it's so good, mate. It's so good. And everybody, the show is about Ellie, not about Joel, clearly anymore.
But to be fair, I figured from season 1 it would be about her, with her being immune to it. Like the entire thing is.
Yeah. But obviously
the entire thing would be about her trying to find a cure or something. I don't know, but
it's that partnership in it. Like people thought, oh, Joel's going to survive to the end and be the hero. Nah, mate.
Brown bread.
But yeah, great episode. Like I say, this is the part where I got in the game. I don't know what's going to come next. I'm assuming they're going to go to Seattle to exact some revenge.
Yeah, it's good for both. It's exciting for us both, mate. Neither of us know.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, mate. Looking forward to it. I think as the show goes on, I have heard there's other scenes with Joel and Ellie, but from the past.
Like
I'm
flashbacks and
assuming,
stuff.
I'm assuming it's like, yeah, Ellie's like thinking back of. So you will see Joel again, but I think you'll also see Abby's story as well, along with Ellie as well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Let's see what happens. I don't think the next episode will be as powerful as this episode, but yeah, I really enjoyed this episode. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was so sick. It was just there was such a shock factor to it. It wasn't there, especially for people that like me who haven't. I didn't know he was going to die this episode. I just knew he was going to die at some point. So like for me, and not knowing how he died either, like I was like, what the fuck? Like this is proper like done me, mate.
When she like blasted his leg, like blasted him in the leg straight away, mate.
Yeah,
I was like,
I was like, oh, what?
Uh,
But I like it how her team are like, not all of them,
disgusting.
but like a few of them are quite apologetic, aren't they? Like, oh, I'm really sorry, blah blah. Like, even when they was putting that Dina to sleep, sort of thing, she was like, look, I promise it won't hurt. Like they're almost controlled by her, aren't they? Like it's weird. It's just a weird situation, isn't it? But
Yeah, because there was a point in the episode, like the start of the episode, like the guy was literally saying, "We're gonna all work together and get Abby to go and forget about all this crap and like kind of go back to Seattle." But obviously, then it all turned. She actually brought Joel back with her. Like there you go.
by accident, yeah.
It's time, innit? But they were disgusted, weren't they, when they saw what Abby was doing? It was like, kind of finish it already, stop messing around, kind of thing. It's like, this is horrible. It was just like clubbing him with a baseball, not baseball bat, golf club.
Golf club.
Heat him
Lunatic,
off.
mate. Lunatic. Awesome though, awesome. What an episode.
Yeah.
What an episode.
But yeah, like I say, I'm looking forward to see what happens next. I don't know how many people will be watching after that. After they saw that Joel getting killed off, loads of newcomers will be like, "Nah, mate, I'm watching it again." A bit like me when I played the game. I was like, "No, that's it, mate. The game's done."
I'm done. Game's done, mate.
But yeah, so we have got something Star Wars related. We're going to discuss. We're going to try and discuss our top 5, but
it's hard.
There's so
because
many.
Realistically, I've got like a top maybe 10 that I could easily be top 5 because there's so many great characters in Star Wars. So I've gone for a mixture of a bit of new gen. I've tried to add a bit of a variety. I've gone for some lesser known ones from my childhood that I used to love. Yeah.
You want to start them? Number 5.
Yeah. Shall we do a cheeky number 5?
Yeah.
Underrated Jedi, in my opinion, mate. This one, and his name is Plo Koon, mate. And now there'll be a load of people out there, trust me, mate, that know who this geezer is because he's in the movies, in some of the episode 1, 2 sort of thing. But he used to be my favourite character on Star Wars episode 1, Jedi Power Battles on PS1, mate. So he deserved to be on my top 5 based on that alone. He has an orange lightsaber as well, which was just unheard of, mate. It just was sick back in the day. And he just looks like it's hard to explain. He's just a weird orange alien with like a gas mask or something on there. Sick
That's
guy,
cool,
mate.
man.
Sick guy.
I mean, seeing him, I would be like, oh yeah, that guy. But thinking about it now, so if we do a short on this, definitely put a picture up in it. And
yeah, there'll be stuff. We might be. I might do a little bit of gameplay as well of him on the old PS1 game, mate.
Yeah, dust it off, mate. And get some gameplay on it. So my number 5 is Han Solo. Love the guy, and I love who plays him, Harrison Ford. I was annoyed how he died by the hands of Kylo Ren, his son, but yeah, I thought he's a great character throughout the original Star Wars. So he is my number 5. Did you expect it?
He is not in my top 5, but he could have easily been in my top 5. He's one of the ones, mate. He's a legend. He's an absolute legend. Yeah. But my number 4, it could have been number 2, could have been number 3, but I've gone Mandalorian, mate. He's a newer one, but he's a fantastic, lovable character. Obviously, we've just been speaking about Pedro Pascal as well. It's one of the better series of Star Wars, and he's just cool, mate. He looks cool, like he's just sick. and I just really enjoy him. Like, he's just one of the better new gen sort of like characters to come out of Star Wars, and it's refreshing. It was refreshing to see the first season, especially, and all that stuff with Mandalorian, especially after the train wreck of the last 3 movies, mate. So yeah, I've got a big Mando, mate, legend in the game.
The number 4, I've got Mace Windu, played by Samuel L. Jackson. He is a legend with his is it purple or is it pink lightsaber?
Purple lightsaber, mate.
Purple lightsaber, yeah. And it was sad to see him get thrown out the window, but there's rumours that he might be still alive, and there might be a film coming out with just
Fingers
him,
crossed,
or a
mate.
series.
Fingers crossed.
But the pictures I've seen of it, like him, like if he came back, like a massive scar on his face. Bring it on, mate. Bring it on. But yeah, Mace Windu, great character.
Yeah, legend.
Do the Anakin
Again, he's not in
films.
my top 5, but he could easily be in top 5, mate. Great
Straight in
character.
them.
My number 3. The man himself, Obi-Wan Kenobi, mate. Legendary Jedi Master. And he's got some of the most memorable lines in the franchise. With just a classic, hello there. Or, you are the chosen one, Anakin. Like, you've got to give it him, mate. He's a great character overall. His character arc's fantastic as well from the start all the way up, obviously up until the bitter end, really, in terms of the first 6 movies, which are the only movies that really exist, let's be honest. So, like, yeah, it's just a very pivotal character in the franchise. Ewan McGregor did an absolutely amazing, fantastic job with him. So, yeah, shout out to my man, Obi-Wan Kenobi, mate. Big Ben.
Funny enough, my number 3 is also Obi-Wan Kenobi. See, great minds think alike, you see. But yeah, I mean, even the TV show of him, like, obviously we see Anakin again.
Yeah.
Such a great show. Waiting for season 2 of that. But yeah, such a great character. Phantom Menace with his stupid little
his little Padawan. Little Padawan thing.
Yeah. But yeah, such a great character and played by a great actor, like you said, Ewan McGregor. Fantastic actor. So yeah.
Legend, mate.
I think your number 2 is the same as mine.
I think I've got a feeling, mate. We might have our top 3 is probably the same.
Talking
my
of
number 2,
Menace.
mate, is Darth Maul, mate. He's one of the best to ever do it.
Oh,
I used to have this little mask, Darth Maul mask, back in the day. It was like a full head mask. It was crap, mate, but like I used to love it. Dual lightsabers, mate. Literally like big double ender. Sick character, mate. And especially if you've seen the Rebels show. Fantastic, mate. Love him. He's just... It was very acrobatic. I think they murked him off way too early, mate. Done him dirty. He deserved it, but he done him dirty. But, yeah.
I mean, in Phantom Menace, the bit where he literally flies in on speed and does like a backflip and starts trying to attack with his lightsaber, I was like,
the acrobatic,
what an entrance.
mate.
What an entrance. But when I saw him in the Solo movie, when he comes at the end, he makes an appearance at the end, I was like,
yeah.
He's back. Obviously, they didn't make another Solo film, but...
But
there's talk of a new show coming out with him in. We don't know if it's live action. We don't know if it's animated yet. But
I think
either way,
I think it'll be animated, mate. Because
either way, I'll watch it.
You gotta, you can't replace him. Do you know what I mean? Like the actor. So it's got to be animated. It's got to be.
He's
animated,
still alive. He's still alive though.
Yeah, but he's old boy, isn't he? Do you know what I mean?
CGI,
old boy now.
CGI doing a backflip.
Old boy, isn't he, mate?
But yeah, animated or live action, bring it on. He's up there as his second. Obviously, I think our number 1's the same as well.
It's got to be, mate.
But Darth Maul is so good.
Yeah, Darth Maul's sick, mate.
Should we say it together, number 1?
Anakin Skywalker / Darth Vader, mate. That's my number 1.
Guy with the dodgy voice. It's breathing, isn't it?
And I'm talking, mate.
Dark Anakin, mate.
Aiden Christensen. Purely because he's there, mate. He is there. He's one of the most iconic characters, not even just in the franchise, just in general, mate. Everyone knows Darth Vader, but growing up with episodes 1, 2, 3, I went to the cinema to watch all of them when I was a wee munchkin, mate. And they were always my favourite. And I understand there's a lot of nostalgia to it for me. but they will always be my top three. They'll always be my favourite ones, even over the original from the 70s, just because these are the ones I actually watched first. So, like, they're what proper got me into the franchise. They're what made me really love the characters. And his character arc is probably one of the best character arcs in the franchise. Just from obviously him being a little boy, mate, like a young lad, and obviously watching him progress and then watching him slowly hit the dark side and then becoming Darth Vader, and then he progresses into 4, 5, 6. And then, like, you just see him later on, obviously, with Luke, and, like, he has got the best character arc in the series, in my opinion, and he's just one of the most iconic characters of all time. It's got to be him. There's no interchanging that number one spot for me. Like, it'll always be him, number one, mate, in the franchise.
But yeah, like you say, like through the season, through them films, you see him change, don't you? You see him changing slowly. And then when he gets the outfit and he's got the red eyes and stuff, I was like,
so good, mate.
When it comes to Jedi and Sith's always number one for me. Like,
yeah,
just they're so much cooler. Like, you got Count Dooku as well.
Shout out to them all, mate. Darth Sidious, mate. Palpatine. Shout out to Palpatine.
Yeah.
Darth Revan from the Jedi's Old Republic games. Like, he's so sick, mate. His character design's so sick. Like, shout out to him. Like, General Grievous, mate. Shout out to General Grievous. Yeah. Sick character. Like, there's so many fantastic characters in this franchise. Jango Fett, Boba Fett, both of them, great bounty hunters, mate. Fantastic characters. I mean, shout out, mate. Got the mug, do you know what I mean? Easily could be in my top 5. Like, Kit Fisto, for those who know Kit Fisto, shout out, mate. Mr. Green Man. He's a legend, mate. Sick guy. Like, there's so many fantastic Jedis and characters in the franchise. Like, there's so many to choose from.
I mean, Kylo Ren, like, I did like Kylo Ren as a character.
Batty boy, mate.
Yeah, but I think his sword and everything is really good. Like,
plus there's a dodgy little bit of flipping incest going off there, mate. I wasn't sure about that. He had a sick mask as well. Like, his costume design was so good, wasn't it? It really was, to be fair, Kylo Ren's.
But yeah, I think they could have done more with him with like the Knights of Ren and stuff like that. But yeah. He's brown bread now, mate. But yeah, the red lightsaber from the Sith, mate.
Red's my favourite colour as well, mate. It's like one of my favourite colours, so like naturally I always wanted red lightsabers anyway.
You got red mic right there as well, haven't you?
Got red mic, mate. This is my red lightsaber here, mate.
I've noticed we didn't mention Luke Skywalker.
Nah, I'm not bothered about him, to be fair, mate. He's a legend, don't get me wrong, but I'm a nostalgia whore, I am. That's my problem. And don't get me wrong, I watched them all on VHS, mate, back in the day. My next door neighbour, Jean, she had them on VHS, used to lend them to us. So I do love them. They're very, very dear to me. And I do appreciate that they're probably more iconic than the episode 1, 2, and 3 in terms of overall. And the story's probably better on one or two of them as well, to be fair. Certainly if you compare it to episode 1. But episode 1, 2, 3, no one will ever change my mind, mate, that they are the best 3 of all time, mate. I love them. Like, the first ones I ever saw, there's a special spot for them in my heart, do you know what I mean? Like, that make them just above every other one.
I'm surprised in your top 5, Jar Jar Binks is not in there. What's going on there?
Jar Jar Binks, to be fair, he's number 0, mate.
In the bin, mate. He's in the bin.
I didn't even mind Jar Jar Binks.
I hated his voice.
I used to have a toy, right, where it was his head, and it was like a long tongue that was sticky, and you used to be able to whip the tongue and like stick it on paper and pull it to you and stuff. It was sick, mate. I got it out of a magazine. That's the reason I liked it.
Walking around that school, over here.
Yes, his voice wasn't. It did go through you, didn't it?
Yeah. He did die as well, which is annoying.
Legend.
But yeah,
I don't care what anyone says.
So I hope all you guys enjoyed it. What's your top 5? Put it in the Discord.
Let us know.
Like this video. And we are interested to know, so yeah. Come to our Discord. We've got big news on the gaming front coming soon. We weren't going to say anything now. But just you wait. Things are in motion. And you will enjoy. It's going to be a new little mission for the both of us as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to pull off, I think, but if we do it right, it's gonna be top tier, mate. We're gonna be like 1 million subscribers by June, mate. Telling you.
So yeah, join the Discord because when we do get 1 million subscribers, you could be there. You was one. You could say I was one of the first ones there before these millions like flock in. So yeah, join the Discord. Come and chat to us in there. But for now, it's over.
See you next time, guys. And you know what? You know what it is, mate. You know what it is. It's peace and prosperity, innit?
Godspeed. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And have a great weekend. And we will see you in the next one.
We love you. Goodbye.